Hey, I'm just trying to live my life as a normal kid, but some people still see me as the famous.
I'm JC, and you're watching Jose Calamari. What's up, YouTube? I'm JC, and you're watching Jose Calamari. Welcome back to another video on the channel, bro. This video is gonna be interesting, bro. I believe. Okay, so I've been seeing this video going around on my timeline and just in general of YouTube, and I didn't know what it was, but I came to find out today it was a reaction video. So this guy named Derek FDB, he made a part 1 and part 2 video saying horror games I could easily survive. And I think this spawned like a trend of, like, you know what I'm saying, movies I could easily survive, and just stuff with like horror stuff, like if I could survive it myself being the main character, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna react to this video of horror games I could easily survive part 1. Don't want to do a lot of talking in the intro of this video. Let's dive into this thing, bro, and we're gonna also jump next into part 2, horror games I could easily survive part 2, and I'm gonna give my personal take on what I think I could survive and what I couldn't, as he goes on to talk about each game. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Horror games are something I always avoided as a kid. They were too scary. The ability to immerse yourself the way you do when playing a horror game is different. It's not the same thing as throwing on Friday the 13th or Goosebumps. When playing a horror game, you're actually in there. You can see, you can hear, you can interact, you're in control of the movement. Any more immersive and you just be a victim. But those days of peeing myself while playing the scary maze are over. I'm a man now. And now, I ain't scared of no purple dude, no hillbillies, and especially not no grandma. Today, ladies and gentlemen, same way we did for the horror and the action movies, we're going to be going over horror games.
Okay, so as you can see, like they have on before the series, it was action movies he believed he could easily survive, and horror movies he could believe he survived. We stumbled upon the horror games since I like to play horror games on the channel, and we might go on the other ones and see if we can react to those as well, if y'all want to. Bro, but let's jump and continue on this one. Horror games I can survive.
And I'll be giving you guys my strategy, my game plan, my thought process, and of course, some of the ones that I can.
Hello Neighbors, number 1.
Imagine you witness your next door neighbor commit what looks like to be a murder, or at least a kidnapping. And after witnessing this, you, the main character, decide to go investigate his super elaborate home yourself. But while you're in there, you have to constantly avoid this man capturing you, or you might be the next victim. Well, that's the plot of Hello Neighbor, a potentially murderous, kidnapping, middle-aged man. I didn't learn about this game through conventional means since I was a bit too old for it at the time, but I did see my little cousin who was obsessed with it play it. And while it is an extremely scary concept on paper, you a kid investigating the super complex home of a potential criminal who may or may not murk you when he catches you, that's scary stuff. But don't let it fool you. This game is light. I actually have one very easy solution for this. One that can be done at the very beginning of the game. How about you just mind your business? I know, crazy to think that you could.
You right, bro. You right. You see that junk happening, like just walk clean off. It got nothing to do with me, or just call the police if you that disgruntled about it, bro. Like, call the police, let them check his area, and then that's it. Like, some of these horror games don't even need to be horror games if you use common sense. But, you know, horror games become horror games because they don't choose common sense and they make their decisions. But let's continue.
Just do that. But it's true. All this started because us, the main character, felt this intrinsic urge to become Sherlock Holmes after witnessing something a little sus. Like, just turn around and look the other way, my boy.
Facts.
I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood when I was younger. And even back then, I knew if I seen something like an old man getting jumped, all I could do was shut my mouth, keep it stepping, and pray for Gramps. It sounds messed up, but I'm sorry. It's the truth. But if y'all do want to go the good civilian route, all the kid really had to do was call the authorities. You didn't need no evidence or nothing. Just tell the cops your neighbor's a minority and you heard a white woman screaming in the house. They're gonna be there in 2 minutes, bust that door right open, and shoot first and ask questions later. Problem solved.
Bobby playtime.
I probably already know this game, but if you don't, there's a horror game where you, the main character, are investigating a shut down toy factory after the disappearance of a bunch of employees 10 years ago. And while in there, you discover you're not alone. There are these things, these entities, these toy monsters that come after you while you're trying to figure it all out. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm probably not surviving. Not only are these things going after you, all bloodthirsty toy monsters, but all of them are clearly on something. I can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
You got them dilated pupils, probably on some LSD or blue crystal or something. Poppy's obviously coked out. Look at those blood vessels. Like, she might be off the same thing as Poppy. Either that or she has some severe BPD. And I mean severe. Because the way her mood switches from, mommy was just playing, come back. Okay, joke's over. Mommy doesn't like cheaters. Come back over here. Get your ass up! Combo that with the prototype running around doing I don't know what. And in the third game, which I haven't played yet, they introduced hella new monsters, including a freaking cat. Not only did they get me already with my fear of dolls, but now they're using my allergies against me. Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay, alright, so let me backtrack. So number one, Hello Neighbor, yeah, I would survive that because I wouldn't be running around this nigga house worrying about this shit like it's Home Alone. I wouldn't be doing that. I'll call the police. Number two, Poppy Playtime. If it was me, if it was just turning around, like, because at the beginning of the game, you saw Huggy Wuggy was sitting there, and when you, like, went to a different gate and tried to, like, look for a different, like, area to get into, the nigga disappeared. So I would have got out of the company, just be like, well, that toy just disappeared. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not trying to figure out where he at, who took him. I didn't know. I wouldn't even be figuring that out. I'd have been gone then. But if I was forced to go through like Poppy Playtime and go through them puzzles and deal with all that with that little jetpack thing, I don't know if I will survive. I mean, these toys are like these toys are like freaking 7 foot, like bigger than life, bro. And I'm 6'4", 300 pounds, y'all. I don't know if I'm beating that, bro. But let's go on to the next one, bro. Closing shift.
Now, while this one may look like a simple indie horror game, no joke, it's actually one of the scariest ones you could play. The whole time you're paranoid, on edge, and just waiting for something to happen. If this is how girls feel while walking alone at night, I am so sorry. I'll cross the street next time. There's a Japanese horror game where you play as a female barista working in a Starbucks type coffee shop. And I've never worked in the food industry before, but from what I hear, it's horrible. A horror game in and of itself. You have the clothing shift, obviously. And on top of having an annoying supervisor, as the nights go on, you start noticing some weird stuff going on around the shop. Strange noises, items missing, strange people coming in, strange people staring at you from outside, until you eventually realize you're being stalked. Stalker alert. We got a stalker on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually coming face to face with them at the end. Boom, we got the lore. While this one may seem simple because it's just a regular human, no special abilities, at the most, maybe a knife, it's not. There are two things in this game that could cause me some trouble. One is, the girl we're playing as is clearly not in the best financial situations. She's B to the R to the O to the K to the E. A college student. True. That affects the first plan I had, which was to just quit your job. We quite literally can't afford to do that. I know how it feels to be living off mayo sandwiches and instant ramen, and I'm not going to go through that. So the next immediate counter I thought of was just tell your supervisor you want to switch shifts. You don't lose your job, you keep that bread coming in, and you stay away from all the creepy activities. That could work. That could work. If I knew how to speak Japanese, how would I even communicate? How? There's no subtitles in real life. Drawings, ASL, Morse code. How did I even get this job?
Google Translate.
I know how to say in Japanese are what, stop, and domain expansion. So communication-wise, I'm cooked. Can't even call the cops. Meaning my only choice for the situation is to defend myself. So here's the plan. We know the dude stalking us is seriously obsessed with us, judging by those notes he be leaving and the pictures he be taking. And as creepy as that may be, it can be used to our advantage. It'll seem like a regular shift. I'll be whipping up some coffee, some lattes, when in the corner of my eye, I'll see the stalker watching me through the glass. He'll probably be imagining doing some heinous things to me. I don't know. I don't stalk people often. But he won't know that I have him right where I want him. As he's staring at me through the glass, he'll notice in the corner of his eye a coffee I left on the table. And this wasn't no ordinary coffee. This was a coffee with my lipstick on it. He's a creep, so he immediately wouldn't be able to resist adding this precious item to his precious collection. So he walks into the shop swiftly, trying to get the cup before I can even notice while I'm dealing with some customers. But like I said earlier, I got him right where I want him. Before he could take another step, he hears it. Yamero! Yoichi Tenkai. Mugen no Guroku.
So you would have shot him? You would have put lipstick to lure him out as a female, and then you would just part a Glock and shot him without just cause or any kind of thing that you're stalking you or self-defense. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Closing shift for me, I mean, the girl wanted to beat him at the end of it, bro. I think it's not impossible, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think I could survive it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just have to make the right moves. Like, she never tried to call the police during that whole ordeal. I think she did, but it was too late. Like, after way too many signs of seeing stuff, she should have called the police on like the last time where the dude already cut the phone lines. It's like she had no cell phone or something like that. So sorry, I've been filming all day. It's getting to the point where I'm getting tired. I think I will win that. Just make smart moves, bro, on closing shift. All right, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm letting you know right now. Like Five Nights at Freddy's 1, surviving that, I would just quit after the first night if they're being not so aggressive, but I know they're trying to come into my room and kill me. And the dude's on the phone telling me all this junk about, oh yeah, I know the animatronics move at night and they're gonna stuff you in suits if they think you're like a person because they don't see. I wouldn't be in there. I would immediately quit. So I think I would survive Fridays and Freddy's, to be honest. I'll be gone. See what you gonna say though.
No introduction needed. We all know the name. Some of y'all may know. I faced these guys before when I did the horror movie version of this video. And let's just say, I bodied them. But that was the movie, which is way easier than the game. When it comes to the game, before you can even think of coming up with a plan, you gotta ask yourself, which game am I talking about? FNAF 1, 2, 3, Help Wanted, or Help Wanted 2? Or maybe Sister Location, or FNAF 4, or FNAF 4 Halloween Edition, or Security Breach. All these games have different locations with different enemies you gotta deal with. Some have 4 animatronics, some have 1, some have 50. It's ridiculous. But if we're to go down the list, FNAF 1, I think I can handle it. I may not have worked in the food industry, but I have worked security. And when you have experience like I do, the answer for this one is simple. There is no way I am working a minute on that payroll they got you on. $120
for 1 week?
I thought this was a pizzeria. I didn't know I was working at Shein. $120 nowadays can maybe get you a pie of Domino's and a scoop of ice cream. I'm good. That's crazy. So the way I'm beating FNAF 1, I'm just not going to work. Maybe I'll go the first night, secure a cool $20 for the 8-hour day, but after that, I'm good. FNAF, they pay even lower. But it's so easy, it's practically free money to me, so I'm doing it. And this one we deal with almost triple the amount of animatronics as the first one, and instead of the classic setup, we got 2 vents and 1 big vent right in front of us, which may look intimidating at first because it's so
I'll let you know right now, when I played Five Nights at Freddy's 2 a long time ago when it came out, niggas cheated me. And I think it was not even like be that guy, but it was some racist stuff. Let me tell you what happened. I used to play Five Nights at Freddy's and I had a white friend and we was playing it at the job, right? And I got to night 6 with ease, mind you. I say with ease. And like there's no like changing difficulty on Five Nights at Freddy's. If you know, you know. It's like Cuphead or like like Seafood. Like all the difficulty is the same. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Cuphead you can change it from like regular to simple, but like to beat the low, you have to keep on the same thing for Cuphead. You know what I'm talking about? And I went through night 1 through 5 with ease. And when I tell you I get to night 6, Golden Freddy bodies me every single time. But I play it mobile, so maybe the mobile version is glitched out. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe the mobile version is glitched out. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing it on my phone back in the day, not be able to beat it. I mean, my phone was just a little bit old school, bro. But like, I'm just saying, when I played it on night 6, I got bodied by Golden Freddy. When my white friend played it on night 6, when he was chilling at the job, he smashed through it with ease. So what I'm saying is, they came to the office when I was sitting there and it was like, oh, that dude black? Hey, send everybody up in there on him, bro. He's security guard black. Send everybody on that nigga right now. And they was talking about my boy over there, he white. He was just like, oh, he white. He cool, bro. Just chill on him. I'm just saying, that's how I felt.
Open and accessible, it's not. Because the second you throw that mask on, these animatronics don't beat on nothing. They got this whole facial recognition mumbo jumbo that doesn't let them see that I'm a security guard, which honestly makes no sense. I know damn well they can still see my ass in my security uniform gripping onto my chair for dear life. But hey, if it works, it works. And the other two that can bypass the mask, all you gotta do is use the flashlight and just wind
it. But you get more difficult.
It's easy. If I just don't take off that mask, constantly hold the flashlight and keep.
I mean, yeah, real life, bro. I'll just keep the mask on and press the flashlight.
Are the easier ones.
Press the music box.
3 though, this one is more difficult and completely different than the other 2. Instead of facing multiple animatronics, which may seem harder, I'm gonna be faced head to head with the main man himself, Springtrap. He's a cold, calculated serial killer in a gold bunny suit. And he's also the creator of the animatronics, or co-creator. The point is, the dude is smart. And it's just me and him in his rinky-dinky amusement park. What am I gonna do? And a lot of y'all FNAF fans may not like this answer, but I'm whooping him too. Look, I'm a fan too, but this dude's kill-death ratio is almost entirely made up of kids. And like I said in the intro, I am a grown man now, standing at a tall 5'9". I'm cooking him. Springtrap is going to catch the work. He's gonna wish those spring guards got him before. Oh,
WWF film.
So if you punch him, it's gonna hurt. Who said anything about punching him? I got the chair I'm sitting on, the fan right in front of me. There's quite literally a guitar right there.
All right. If he don't put it in that area, then all these so-called horror games are not even nothing. Like, if you putting it in that concept, I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. If I go in the Hello Neighbor house, I can just use whatever I got to beat the death out of him. I can use these. If I'm going to Five Nights at Freddy's, I could beat him up with, like, my security chair. I can close the doors, and I can take the computer monitor and bust his skull open. Like, if you really put it, like, in a physical, serious standpoint, I thought we was, like, talking about theoretically in a game. You talking about literally how he's built in real life and what access he has. Of course, bro. I wouldn't be scared of Five Nights at Freddy's either, bro. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. You think I'm worrying about a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic pulling up on me, bro? And I can use a fan to rip his face apart? You think I'm scared of William Afton? Springtrap? Get out of my face.
I will not hesitate to smack him upside the head with it. He's just Michael Myers if he was a fairy. And y'all know what I did to him? Realistically, only FNAF games I'm struggling with are Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Ultimate Custom Night, and Sister Location.
Okay, Ultimate Custom Night makes sense.
Okay,
Ultimate Custom Night, that's a good point. But how even Five Nights at Freddy's 4, explain it to me, bro. If you really talking about you being yourself built, you know, saying whatever, how, bro? Explain it to me.
Look at these things. Ultimate Custom Night, because
there's like 50 animatronic, 50, 100 dudes out you.
What's even happening? And Sister Location, bro, baby is 7'2". I am not dealing with that. And as for security,
damn, she's 7'2".
Help wanted. I can't say for certain. I haven't played those yet, but I'm sure I'm about to end those too. As you guys can see though, just like the action in horror movies, there's only a few games that can really stand in my way. I mean, I'm still pretty much unbeatable. Let me know any parts you guys think I was wrong or right about, and let me know any more horror games you guys want me to go over for a part 2. I know I missed a lot. Also, let me know if you guys want me to play any of these horror games or any other horror games on a second channel. I'm thinking about making one in the future, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to make anyone jealous with my gaming skills, you know? Let me know for real. And moral of the story? Get your ass over!
Alright, bro. Shout out to this dude, Derek SDB, bro. There's like, he made some good points, but he also made some crazy points. Like, if you talk about your physical self entering a game, everyone's built different. I'm 300 pounds, 6'4". Like, I'm you know saying, if I'm throwing these around using my atmosphere, bro, and really going in with it, I'm not gonna be scared of most of these games, bro. But if we talk about playing the character in said games and being in their position, it's a whole different story, bro. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section below. What do y'all be fearing of this list, bro? Would y'all think y'all would get body in Five Nights at Freddy's? You know what I'm saying? Hello Neighbor. What would y'all get body at? What would y'all be able to beat? Y'all let me know the whole list in the comment section below. Till next time, guys, I'm JC. And watch Jose Calamari. Later, people.